If you're a primary school teacher, you may have heard of this term called crossing the midline. Crossing the midline is the ability of the right-hand side of our brain to take in information and coordinate the left-hand side of our body, and for our left-hand side of our brain to take in information and coordinate the right-hand side of our body. I'm doing crossing the midline when I'm doing activities like this, when I'm taking a jumper on and off, when I'm writing on the opposite side of my page, when my eyes are reading words on the opposite side of my body. Crossing the midline is a crucial skill for reading and writing, yet to get to crossing the midline, we need to be able to do these fundamental movement skills. So if you haven't seen my fundamental movement video, be sure to check that out before we worry about crossing the midline. To test a child's crossing the midline, we encourage at mat time to see if they can tap opposite sides of their body. We do it with our arms, we trace our ears, we do it with our feet. And what you'll find is often children will trace the same side of their body if they're finding it hard to use both sides of their brain at the same time. To develop crossing the midline, we just need to provide more activities that encourage taking our arm over one side of our body and over to the other. So what we do here is an activity like this, where we have two magnets on a wall, or you can laminate and put it onto a wall. And I want the children to tap the blue square with their right hand, the red square with their left hand. And we're trying to see if they can cross their body. Now, of course, I'm trying to show you in this angle. The children will be standing straight at the whiteboard, looking at the whiteboard as they do this. This might not be very exciting, so what we can do instead is to get them to throw a ball, with the ball going over to the opposite side of their body as they throw it. Another activity we try and do is have a small ball and a cup and get them to take the small ball over to the cup and then take the cup over to the ball. So you can see that I'm taking the ball over to the cup and then I'm taking the cup over to the ball. And I'm trying just to encourage this crossing type action in a small world. This takes a lot of coordination. So if you're finding the children are struggling with fine motor crossing the midline skills, let's take them back to gross motor, large movement crossing the midline skills. And what that includes first and foremost is crawling. Children use the right-hand side of their brain as they reach their left arm forward, at the same time as using the left-hand side of their brain as they move their right knee forward. So in this crawling action, we're using both sides of our brain at the same time. So before your movement break, before your snack time, before your tabletop activities, please make sure that the children crawl. How I encourage it is we set up a table where they crawl under the table to get to their drink bottle, or crawl through the tunnel to get to their pencil case. We want to encourage lots and lots of crawling. If you're still finding children are struggling with crossing the midline, make sure you tick off all of these motor skills. Be sure to check out that other video. I'll be back for more tips and tricks very soon. Take care. Have a great day. Bye for now.